So I want to say hello to my 6-year-old grandson, and I'm going to show you how to sharpen beauty shears at home and do a decent job of it. So easy that Crew's going to be able to do it, don't you think? Yes, he can do it. He can't read, but he should be able to do this. Now, the number one thing, if you're sharpening scissors at home,
Don't.
I'll let you know. Don't. I like that.
Don't cut your finger.
Oh, don't cut your finger. I was going to say just don't, but does your daddy ever sharpen scissors at home?
Sometimes.
But he uses a machine, doesn't he?
Yes.
If someone doesn't have a big machine, they got to sharpen scissors. I'm going to show you what to do. Number one, if you've got a good quality pair of shears, don't do this. But I have someone that brought me by 3 plastic handle scissors.
These are
really cheap. Yeah, the handles are plastic.
I want to do this one.
Okay.
And this one.
But here's what I want you to show me. You can't cut with them. See if it'll cut the paper. No, see, it doesn't cut the paper. It doesn't cut the paper.
It barely.
Barely cuts the paper.
Watch. Hold on.
Yeah, you can't get it to cut the paper. So if we can get it to cut
Let's
the paper,
try the other one.
try the other one. It cuts a little bit. Try it in your right hand. You're right-handed?
Left-handed, so if I can still try.
When did you become left-handed? Oh, so that one cuts. And then this one's a thinning shear.
That one doesn't need sharpening.
Well, she thinks it does, so we're going to have to sharpen it. So first thing you're going to do is, if they're loose like this one, you need to tighten the screw. If you can't tighten the screw, you're not going to be able to do anything with them.
This one's not loose.
That one's not loose. And this one is super loose. And we're going to try, can you tighten it? You're going to have to hold one finger on that side and turn that screwdriver. I don't know if I can't do it. See if you're stronger than me. Righty-tighty.
So right?
Right, yeah, you turn it this way. The easiest way to remember, if you're going to put if you've got a jar of peanut butter, yep, that's the way to turn it. The jar of peanut butter, you're going to turn it in the direction you would put the lid on the peanut butter. I've got a tool that might help you with this, Crew.
Yeah, this one's harder.
These are scissor pliers. We take the little bit out of our screwdriver. You put it in here. Okay? Then you're going to put this on the scissor like this. This goes in here. And then I loosen it up. See, to turn it. Turn the scissor for me. There we go. Okay, turn the scissor for me again.
It's kind of hard. Is it not?
Yeah, but it's getting tighter. It's getting tighter.
So I'm very strong, so it won't.
I know you're really strong. This time, you hold the handle, hold it tight, and you bend it down while I pull the scissor. Okay. Hold the handle down, hold it tight. Let's see if we got it now.
They're kind of broken.
Yeah, these might be kind of broken. If you can't get the screw tight, and you've tried and you've tried, it's not worth sharpening them. I think I got it, Crew. You just got to keep working at it. Look, I got it tight. How about that?
I'm just going to do these two because these are a bit harder.
Well, let's see. Maybe just tightening them is going to work. Come here. Let's try it. Hold still. Hold still. You've got plenty of hair here. You cut. Close it. Nope. You see how it's folding the hair?
Yeah.
It's not cutting, is it? And pulls. Does that hurt?
Not really.
Well, a little bit does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So it's not cutting. So it still needs to be sharpened. So here's what we're going to...
I cut it a little bit.
It did cut a little bit, didn't it?
Look how much it cut.
So we're going to... Okay, that's enough. All right, can you color with my red Sharpie along the edge of those scissors? There you go. Now do the other side. So what I'm going to be using now, you color them if you want to.
Yeah, I like to do the distance, please.
Okay, put the lid back on so it doesn't go dry. Now these are diamond paddles. Well, the different colors mean something. The green is finer. This is a 9 micron. And then the blue is 45 micron, so it's coarser.
What's coarser mean?
It's stronger. It's going to take off more metal. Okay, you can do this. No, not this way. You're going to go across.
Oh.
See? Not so hard, not so hard. Gentle, gentle. And the red should come off if you're doing it right. And you're trying to follow that angle of the scissor. Okay, now we want to feel and see if we've got a burr. Take your finger and I want you to feel it. Do you feel that little roughness?
Yeah.
That's a burr. See, it's all the way down. Now we can take the finer one. Don't close them. Take the finer one.
I know how to do this.
And do this again. I'll hold the scissor and you go over the edge.
I can do it.
Okay.
So these are my little scissors.
Mm-hmm. All right, so let's do the other blade with the coarse and then the fine. I'll hold the scissors. Go back to the coarser one. Now you're too far down this way. I want you more like the angle of the blades. You feel that?
Mm-hmm. All right.
Okay. No, more this way. You see, I want more
Oh yeah.
this
see.
way. You see
I
the difference?
it.
You might need to take your finger, choke up on it a little bit, and take this finger here, put it right there. That should give you a little bit more control. Does that feel better? Make sure that you got the tip. I don't know if I think you might have missed the tip up here of the scissor. Make sure you got that whole thing. All right, so feel and see if you've got a burr.
This is a big one. This is very rough.
Okay, that's the burr. So now we're going to get a paper towel.
I can do the cutting.
And you're going to cut.
Tip. Oh, the tip.
Yeah, did you hear it crunch? Did you hear it crunch?
Yeah.
Just cut the burr off. You want to use a little bit of pressure.
Try it on my hair.
And you want to cut that burr off. Wait a minute, it's still a little bit not cutting right.
Just try.
It's better.
It's not that good.
Okay, let's see if this cuts your hair. It cuts, but there's still a dead spot right here. Can I do it one more time?
Yeah,
one time?
because my hair's like very thick.
Your hair is very thick. So now I'm putting my finger
here. So
here.
this is a good test on my hair because it is
I know.
thick.
Your hair is thick. I'm coming in the angle, kind of balancing it here, the angle of the blade. And the red Sharpie tells you if you're taking off the metal. All the red Sharpie may not come off, and it's not for me. But I am pulling up a burr. And that's the trick. If you've got scissors this cheap, you really don't want to pay $15, $20, $25, $30 to get them sharpened. It's just not worth it. The lady that owns these, I told her $5 a pair. Did you see I cut better? I did a little bit better.
Try it on my hair.
It's still pulling a little bit here. It's cutting. Let's see how it cuts.
Oh, look how
tissue.
cherry went.
I know.
It's getting better.
Okay, look at that cuts. Remember before it didn't cut?
Yeah, like, look, hold on.
And you helped me do that.
Yeah, hold on. Let me see.
Let's do
Look
the.
how tiny it was.
So let's
And
do the
then
other
look how-
video.
And look how paired it is.
Yeah. It wouldn't
humongous.
take you much practice at all to be able to do this yourself.
No.
Now, you would not want to do this with expensive shears. like a convex edge or a fancy edge or very expensive shears.
Yeah, because then you have to do that.
Yeah, you have to have one of the expensive machines. But if you just got some cheap scissors like this at home, these little diamond stones, you can just kind of go over it like this.
These are made out of diamonds?
Yeah, that's real diamonds in here. It's teeny tiny. Industrial diamonds don't cost what like diamonds in Gigi's ring. And they use you know why they use industrial diamonds for doing things like this?
Why?
There is nothing that God ever made on earth that's harder than a diamond.
Because I got a diamond.
Yeah, well the diamonds you can cut glass, you can cut different things with them. And so a diamond is really, really hard.
Because I got a little, like, a big pair. Like, did you see that diamond I had? Was that pretty big?
Yeah, but I don't know if that was a real diamond. If a diamond was really that big, it would be like what we would see in a museum or something. People wouldn't even wear a diamond that big. Now what I'm doing is I'm going over this and I'm feeling for a little burr as I'm going.
No, that actually is real because I digged for it.
I'm going to go to the finer one just a little bit.
That's what I was digging for. And
actually I did that with the finer
have
one.
you seen a crystal that big?
I don't think that's a real crystal, but we won't argue about it because it's yours and I haven't taken it to a jeweler to have it checked. Now, if you notice,
I have it checked and it was real.
Did I do anything to the inside of the blade?
No.
No, I left it alone. That's what most people do wrong. They try to sharpen the inside when it's only the outside needs to be sharpened. Now, you want to cut the paper with it?
Yeah.
See if it cuts. Use your pressure. Now, this time you're not testing. You're not testing.
This is my
like your regular cutting. Did you hear it crunch?
Yeah.
We just crunched the burr off.
This is my hardest hand. This is the strongest hand I have.
Your right hand is? Okay, so
Yeah.
would you cut with this one? Cut this one and see if it cuts nice.
This one?
Yeah. Remember it didn't cut at all before? Isn't that amazing?
Did you hear the burr?
Yeah, I heard the burr. I bet you can make a burr with your arm, can't you? All right. So this one, normally we just leave the little teeth side alone. We don't do anything to them at all.
Because they would mess it up.
Yeah, you'll mess it up. And don't do anything to the inside. You're just following the outside of that blade, just like we did before.
Have you sharpened razors before?
I can. And then I'm feeling for a burr. I don't have a burr. These are going to be usually a little bit more blunt maybe than the other scissors. If you start trying to put your scissors on a knife sharpener or a bench grinder or something like that, you're just going to mess them up. So you just want to by hand pull up a little bit of a burr. I got a tiny burr. Hey crew, feel this burr and explain what this feels like to you. Feel that burr on here and tell me how would you describe it? What does it feel like to you?
Like barely.
You barely feel it, do you?
Yeah.
But you know it's there.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So now we can either cut the burr off, or the other thing we can do is a nail buffer. I want you to feel how smooth that nail buffer is. See, that's real smooth.
Yeah, that's very smooth.
Very smooth. So we can go on the inside here.
Whoa.
And that's okay to go on the inside of your scissor, a nail buffer. This says 3000 grit on it. And, hey crew, don't fall down. I'm going to cut your hair now. Let's see if this cuts.
Okay.
It's still bending. It's still not cutting right. Cuts a little bit, but not much. Let's see what's wrong with it. I'm going to go over it again.
It's all on your shorts.
I know. It cut a little bit, but not a lot. This part up here did not cut.
Yeah. So we need the...
Now, normally I would be putting this on my machine.
That was a little sharp.
And I would be done in no time at all. But...
Except those are very cheap, so... And you don't want to break them.
Well, I'll tell you what, these are so cheap that, you know, if I broke them, I would have no problem replacing them with anything, because these you could buy, I think you could buy them at Dollar Tree for like $1.
Yeah, because they're at least like $5.
I'm going to cut the burr off. A lot of times the best thing to cut this burr off with is just regular
Scissors.
just regular paper. Like this is a 3x5 card, and I'm going to cut the burr off with that. It's a little bit more pressure. I'm still feeling a little burr on the inside. Let me smooth it out.
I got
And
sharp teeth.
wait a minute. Let's hold still. Let's see if I got it yet. It's still bending. You see how it's bending hair?
Yeah.
Bending hair has to either do with a screw or the blade is not bent. Only reason I'm going to do any bending on this scissor, oh, I'm showing you how to do this at home, so I'm not going to use any fancy tools. If you've got a,
Yeah, I've seen this before.
you seen one of those? Do you know what they're called?
No, I forgot. What? Our new neighbors have one.
Your new neighbors have one?
Yeah.
They're kind of cool, aren't they?
Yeah.
Well, you can put the scissor in here. And I'm going to put a little bit more of a curve back into it. Just by, don't close it all the way. You leave it right there. And then I'm just gently doing a little bit of a curve to it. Let's see if that fixed it. It cuts back here, but not up here. I'm going to create a little bit more of a curve.
You want it?
I need to open it a little bit.
When you're done with it,
Yeah.
close it because then
Because why?
because it'll rust off.
It'll rust off.
Yeah, because
I didn't know that. Stop it right there. Stop it right there. I need a little bit of a,
because you see in the rust in there.
yeah.
That's from not plugging.
Oh, I don't think that's what it's from. But
Yeah, it is.
it is.
Yeah, because our neighbors keep on because our new neighbors keep on leaving it open because I was there for a long time. I've been watching it, and then it got very dark, like very dark, rusty.
Well, you are a genius to figure all that out, that's all I can
Yeah.
say. Just a pure genius. Now, these cheap scissors can bend a little bit easier than others, and there's actually a little bend to them now. Let's see. Now down. Now, with a little side pressure, I can get it to cut, and this is one that I would give back to her, and I would say these are like 100% better, and I only charged her $5.
What
So we
about
want to
these?
clean them off. We already sharpened them off.
I know, so these
They're all
are very.
three, so I made $15 with you helping. Yeah,
15?
$15. So next time I get these cheap scissors in like this, you think you can do them? Yeah. I think anybody could do these at home, but these are only the cheap scissors. If you try to do this with your expensive shears, you're going to be paying me a lot of money to fix them. But if you really want to know how to sharpen shears professionally, I have a lot of YouTubes. Please subscribe, go to my YouTube channel, check those out. But if you just want to, do these little cheap home scissors that you bought at the Dollar Tree, maybe this video will help you. Was that interesting, crew?
Yes.
Okay, tell everybody in the audience goodbye.
Bye-bye.